What screams, "I'm not feeling good mentally at all"? Speaking from personal experience, having time to do things you enjoy, but doing nothing, not out of laziness, more like lack of motivation. Feeling overwhelmed by simple decisions, like choosing what to wear or what to eat. Usually for me, it's difficulty processing what people are saying and having trouble starting sentences. It's about to happen tomorrow morning, considering it's Monday tomorrow. Basic chores not done for weeks. Short responses, drug abuse, not talking to friends, loss of interest in previously enjoyed activities. I know I'm bad off when I've lost my appetite. I love food. Zoning out, overthinking, emotionless, exhausted and oversleeping. Always low energy. Sitting in the shower, also not showering. Seclusion and reluctance to start conversations or do activities. When you go to the doctor and you genuinely feel embarrassed answering the mental health questionnaire. Taking your frustration out on other people. Apathy is a big one, I think. That's something I am struggling with for sure. I have PTSD and some other conditions related to the military, and I'm finding it nigh impossible to even care about things my girlfriend needs. Nobody is trying to kill us. This stuff isn't important. I struggle to keep track of the days. I disassociate a lot and just zone out. I don't sleep at night. I'm just generally a miserable person, it feels like. I often think everyone would be better off if I just disappeared. I don't want to die, per se, but if I was gone somewhere by myself for the rest of my life, I wouldn't burden anyone else with my existence, and everyone would be better off. My kids, my ex-wives, my family, everyone. When hygiene starts taking a hit on someone who is always presentable, wearing pajama-like outfits or yoga pants, sweats and hoodies in an office setting when it was never part of your outfits for work. When all this sounds like yourself, Aranuk. Sleeping like 22 hours a day, getting up only to not wet the bed. And sometimes you don't even sleep, you just out the covers over your head to block out as much light as possible and stare off into the distance. Your mind not really forming any coherent train of thoughts until finally sleep brings release. If you're lucky, a dream of a time when you weren't in pain, a dream far away from reality. But you aren't lucky. You awake and the sun is setting, now another day gone. Whether you got up or didn't doesn't matter at all. Feeling sad all the time and not wanting to do fun stuff anymore. Sleeping all day. Social isolation. Headache, stomachache, loss of appetite / overeating, extreme weight loss / gain, loss of previous interests, withdrawn more than usual, or even more energy than usual. The last point can often be overlooked. You might think they're having a great day / week, but in reality it's way worse. They just have to work harder to hide it all. So people do not try to worry. Check in with friends / family. There are so many out there that are not okay. Blank stares into the distance. Constantly holding on to things from the past. They sleep all the time and keep canceling plans. When they used to make light of everything and suddenly all their conversations become serious, or they just don't engage like they used to, that shift in energy can be a big red flag that they're struggling internally. Basic needs feel like so much work. Long time ago, I told my doc, I'm not looking to jump in front of a bus, but if a bus was coming, I don't know if I would jump out of the way. Pretty significant health issues, now under control, but 6 months of antidepressants did make a difference. In a much better place mentally now. Being sensitive and constantly crying without explicit reasons. Getting irritated over super small inconveniences. Posting cryptic or emotional updates online shows how people seek validation when they're hurting inside. Realizing your train of thought has been showing you the worst-case scenarios for days and making you ugly cry constantly, and it's impossible to switch it to more positive thoughts. Ignoring texts and ghosting everyone. Withdrawal from society and lack of interest in doing anything. Skipping a hygiene and shower. No responses, no replies, no reactions, and hence total silence. Drinking alone at an empty bar on a Sunday night, me RN. For me, it looks like not wanting to do anything besides self-destructive things. Like I will go out and party, get drunk/high/both, but come home and sleep all day and ignore the chores I have at home. Only showering once a week or less because you don't have the time/energy. Forgetting to eat meals. Forgetting oral hygiene or not having any energy to do so. Joking or talking flippantly about suicide. Heavy swollen eyes. Whatever I've been doing the past week. Laid off my job off 13 years last week with a house and family off 5. It's a struggle to do anything, especially convince my family it's gonna be okay. I haven't applied online before or filed for unemployment. It's too much new with so much relying on me. Terrifying.